Thanks for joining us. This is Kids and Family Yoga. So we're going to spend a half an hour learning maybe a couple new poses to you along the way, reviewing a lot of things that we've learned before. This is Chase. This is Maggie. He's really good at up dog and down dog, and we'll do that during our Sun Salutations. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. Join us. You can always go back to our previous videos if you want to start from the beginning and learn along the way and build up with us, because we've learned a lot so far. Or you can join us today and just jump right in. He'll leave us alone. All right, this is called Mountain Pose, where we're standing with really good posture, right? With our shoulders pulled back, our palms open forward, and the crown of our head, which is the top of our head where a king would wear his crown, right? That is up towards the ceiling, drawing our spine, our backbone, up really long and tall. Chase, taller. Yes. So this is called mountain pose. So mountains are tall, right? So in yoga, we have names for all the different poses, and a lot of them are nature names, are animal names. All right, we're going to start with some breathing exercises in this class. When you're with me, I want you to try to breathe through your nose only, keeping your lips closed, and draw in nice, slow, and long breaths. Okay, we're going to do some side bends to start, and we'll practice breathing as we move. I want you to step your feet a little bit wider and take your hands on the outside of your thighs. A side bend is tilting over to the side, and I want you to feel your fingertips go lower and lower and lower down the side of your leg. And we just move really slowly. So now I want you to try to blow air out your nose. That's our exhale when you are leaning over. You have to draw in some more air as you come back, and then as you lean over the other side, you exhale again. So we kind of match our movement with our breath. Okay, we're going to do the same thing in swaying palm trees. So palm trees are even taller. So we're going to put our fingers together, push forward first, and then grow taller. Now we're palm trees. We're going to move in that same way.
That's a swaying palm tree.
But with our arms extended up, and it's our swaying palm tree. Keep those arms up by your ears. Don't let them come in front of your face. If you can squeeze your arms in towards your ears, that's even better. And now I want you to go back to try to think about exhale as you lean over. So I want you to slow down maybe a little bit. Exhale, and then inhale. A couple more times. And then go ahead and let the arms come down, and maybe roll the wrists around and move those fingers. Okay, so we did our swaying palm tree. We're going to continue warming up. We're going to come down onto the floor or mat if you have one, and we're going to move on to tiger. So we want to start on hands and knees. Now, tiger involves two poses that we are familiar with, which is cat and cow. So let's start with those. Cat stretch, remember we're rounding our center of our back up to the ceiling and tucking your chin in. And tucking your, if you had a tail, it'd be tucked between your legs, right? And then cow is the opposite. Lift that tail in the air, lift the crown of your head up to the ceiling, and that's what more of the posture of a cow. So exhale your air out in cat stretch, and then inhale again when you move to cow. So do this a few times, because this is how our spine moves when we are doing tiger. Okay, so let's add on. I want you to come to cow, so your head is up and your tail is up in the air. If you were a squirrel, your tail would be up in the air, or a dog, or whatever. I want you to take one leg, I don't care which one, pick one. Your foot is flexed, it's not pointed, it's flexed. And now when we go to cat stretch, well, we're going to tuck our nose into our knee, and then keep your knee bent and come up like a cow with your leg up. And when we do this together with the leg, now we call this tiger. Okay, so we have another animal name, tiger, which is a type of a cat, so that kind of makes sense. In and out. Go ahead and move at your own pace, which should be nice and slow. If you can remember to breathe with your pose. Is that getting tiring? Okay, so let's switch legs before we get too tired on this one. So same thing, join me in cow first with your leg up, and then tuck in like cat, and keep flowing slowly through tiger. We're just calling this tiger now. Couple more. All right, put that knee down, go back to child's pose just to take the weight off of your wrists and maybe roll your wrists around if you're feeling that there. Oh, I am. All right, so striking cobra is next to continue our warm-up. It's kind of, this is another pose with movement. We start in child's pose. We're going to come forward, and this is plank. I'm kind of breaking it into pieces, and then we'll put it together. This is plank on our knees, and we're gonna crocodile down by bending our arms. And then when we straighten the arms, our head goes up towards the ceiling, and this would be our cobra. So striking cobra, okay. So we start in child's pose, but this time when we come forward, keep your nose close to the mat, and then extend up into your cobra. And then come back to child's pose. So striking cobra, stay low, you're creeping forward, and then it's like you attack, and you stick your head up in the air like a snake. So continue with us. Come back, stay low, and then extend those arms out. And look forward with your head held high. Couple more times. I like this one. Last time. And end in child's pose. Okay, so from child's pose, let's remember rabbit. So let's curl the toes under, come a little bit closer with our hands, and then go ahead and hold on to your heels. I'm going to move forward so you can see Maggie do it too. Put your forehead close to your knees on the floor. And there's rabbit. This is also going to help stretch our backs out. Good for our spine. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and go through our sun salutations, and I'm not going to teach you because I hope we know this. We've done it a lot. So I want you to go ahead and come to a stand, face the side, or however you can see us best. Hopefully you just know this and you don't even have to look at us while we do this. I'm going to call out the poses and you follow along the best you can. Here we go. Sweep your arms up and swan dive down. Monkey. Flat back, good. Forward fold, and step or hop back to that plank. Crocodile down, and then into up dog or cobra. If your legs are off of the mat, it's up dog. If they're resting on the mat, it's cobra, so that's the only difference. Either one's fine. Curl the toes under so you can push back to down dog. Come on, Chase, do down dog with us at least. No, he's not doing it. Step or hop forward. Reverse swan dive up. Let's end in chair. No, he's not going to do it. Come on, stretch with us. Let's do it again. Sweep up, swan dive down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. There we go. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Sweep on up and end in chair. Let's go one more time. Sweep up and swan dive down. Monkey. Fold. Plank. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop up. Reverse swan dive up and end in chair. Awesome. All right, I feel like we have a really good warm-up. We're going to move on to a couple standing poses. We're going to learn the difference between side angle and triangle. Okay, so there's a lot of similar poses. Widen your legs. And this is one of those we'll do on one side, and then we will practice it the opposite way to make our bodies even so we can see if we can do it both ways. So to start with, turn, this will be your left leg if you're facing the screen. Your left leg is turned out, your foot's turned out to the side, but your hips are still this way. They're not this way, they're this way. Hips and shoulders are still facing this way. As we bend this knee, oh, this looks just like warrior two, right? Side angle, the difference is we lean over and then reach your right arm up. So I can lean here with my elbow on my leg, or I can let it hang, or maybe even reach for the floor. But what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to like go like this. I want you to keep this arm up to the ceiling. So it might not be possible for you to touch the floor. That's okay. You can still just hang out here and lean on your leg if you like that better. Okay, so side angle, here's the difference. Triangle, you know what we have to do? Straighten the leg. There you are, you're in triangle. You're there. So join us in triangle, stay here. We're just gonna hold the pose if you can. If it becomes painful or you really don't like it, then come out of the pose, okay, and wait for the next one. All right, we don't ever want to do things that are painful. Keep your legs wide. We're going right on to the other side. So turn your, should be your right foot out, yes? And bend that knee out that direction, just like warrior two, but let's make it side angle. Oh, now we feel this side getting a stretch. And reach this arm up to the ceiling. And remember, in side angle, you can either keep leaning here, can straighten the arm, or maybe touch the floor.
I'll straighten the arm here. My knee.
So she's up a little bit higher. That's good. That's fine too. That works. It gets tiring, doesn't it? This is a workout. This is exercise for your body. All right, so from side angle, we go to triangle. Whoop, there we are. Straighten both legs. And it's triangle. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so let's straighten out our feet so we know the difference between those standing poses. There will be a quiz, so pay attention. All right, keeping the legs wide. This is wide-legged fold. Fold, we're gonna fold our body forward. We're just gonna hang. Maybe you can touch the floor. I want you to hang your head down if you can. Don't look up right now, just hang it down. I want you to nod your head like you're saying yes, yes, and just let your head hang like it's heavy to the floor while you nod your head gently. And yes, yes. Now I want you to shake it, no. Turn. Shaking your head, no, letting your head feel heavy and hang. And then I want you to roll up. Okay. That was wide-legged fold. Just like in our Sun Salutations, we do our forward fold, but our legs are in closer. So it's easier to touch the floor when our legs are wider. All right, we're doing good. We're going into Garland. This is one of my favorite poses. It's similar to frog. So frog is going to make a lot more sense to you because turn your toes out a little bit. We lower down. Adjust. If it feels really funny, then maybe you need to turn your feet just a little bit. Frog, right? This looks like a frog. And even turn over here. Yeah?
Yeah,
So legs are bent,
yeah.
arms are here. You look like a frog with those big back legs that are bent, ready to hop, but we're not gonna hop. Instead of leaning kind of forward with our hands on the floor, I want you to try to come up and with your elbows between your knees, put your hands in prayer and keep your head up high. This now is called Garland Pose. Garland.
What's a garland?
Garland, at Christmas time we hang garland as decoration. It's these long kind of pieces of, usually it's fake, but it could be real, like pine tree pieces. We call that garland. See, now we know. So I don't know how that relates to this pose.
This should be garland.
Maybe I'll find out. Well, maybe there's another meaning for that word that I don't know. There probably is. That's the meaning I know. In any case, doesn't matter what we call it, even if you really don't remember the name. This might be one that feels good to you or helps you stretch your hips out. I love it. Okay, moving on though, I want to see if if you can start in this pose, Maggie, and come to a stand. Are your legs strong enough to push yourself all the way up?
Simple.
Good. Good. Then you have a lot of leg strength. Good. Okay. Let's find our balance. Warrior 3. We've only done this once or twice.
What's one of these?
So watch me first. Don't try to do it with me. Watch me first. This one we will do 2 times because we have to do it with one leg and then the other. So I don't care which leg, but watch me. Don't go yet. Watch how I keep my body in one line from my legs to my arm. I'm not just moving my arms. I'm not just moving my legs. I'm keeping this long line and tilting forward and then tilting back. We're going to do a moving warrior 3. So the challenge is to move really slowly. It's kind of easy to go quick and be all crazy. The idea, though, is to, at some point, be able to hold this pose without moving, but we're going to do it with slow movement. Keep your arms up by your ears, and now try it. Pick a leg, I don't care which one, kind of point your toe behind you, and breathe. Don't hold your breath as you try to tilt, and then come back into position. Keep those arms up. Try to keep that long line in your body.
Put it in palm, please.
1 or 2 more times. Keep those arms up high. We're not reaching for the floor. That's not the idea. Good. Let's try it. We'll take those arms down for a moment and try it on the other side. So your other leg's back. Arms are up. Concentrate on breathing through your nose. As you try to keep your balance, you lean and come back. Keep those arms up as high as you can. Don't let them reach for the floor. Keep a straight line. Just keep trying it. Slow motion if you can. So warrior 3 with movement. One more time. I know it's really hard with this arm position. Oh, it really works your shoulders, but that makes them stronger, which is a good thing. Okay, so Maggie needs a break, and in yoga class, this is a great position to go into for a break. Go ahead, join us in child's pose. Come on down in child's pose. You can either have your arms laying next to you or reached out in front of you. Either one sounds good to me. And that's going to lead us into our next couple poses, which are on the floor, before I quiz you and see if we can remember some of these new poses and new names. Okay. I want you to move onto your belly, just like Maggie. Come on down. Can you scooch way forward so they can see you too? So first we're going to practice locust. Locust is an insect.
What is it?
It's an insect. You can look it up after class if you're not sure what kind of insect. Okay, so arms are alongside my body with my palms up to the ceiling. And I'm going to lift my legs and then reach my hands towards my feet. Keep your head straight. Now that you know our position, keep your head straight, looking out in front of you, while reaching those hands back and lifting your feet up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your bottom. Squeeze it together. That's going to help support you in your lower back, because that's what we're working here. All right, come back down. And now snake is very similar. All we're going to do is we're going to hold our hands together and then just lift your upper body. So just lift your head up, look forward, reach your hands towards your feet, but your legs stay down. So they're very similar poses. Let's relax for a moment. Put your hands down and push into child's pose kind of slowly. Let your spine go the other direction. Come to child's pose with us for a moment. Okay, so we just learned locust and snake. Locust, we lifted our arms and legs. Snake, we just held our hands together and just lifted our hands. Okay? Okay, ready for our quiz? Okay, come into easy pose. All right. I'm going to just call out one of these. I've been, all of these poses that we've done today. Just the ones we've done today. I'm not going to ask you to know anything else. Okay. We're not going to show you right away. because I want you to think and actually try, see if you know what we're talking about. See if you can get your body in the position. So, tiger.
Yeah.
Wait. At home, think about tiger. We started off class, it was one of the first things we did. What position are you in right now to do tiger? Hopefully, hands and knees. So now do you remember tiger?
Cat.
It's with one knee in and out. It's like cat and cow with the one leg. Do that a couple times. We better make it even. Do it a couple times on the other side. Tiger, tiger. So if you didn't remember it, that's okay. Next time you probably will. Okay. Join us back in easy pose. All right, we just did this. Snake. Go ahead and move your body into the position. Move your body. What position? Do we need to stand? Do we need to go on our backs, our bellies? Are we good seated? Hands and knees. Where are we going for snake? Hopefully you've already put your body with your belly down to the floor. In snake, fold your hands behind your back and just lift your upper body. Look forward. Breathe. All right. And push yourself. Quick child's pose. Ooh. All right. And then back to easy pose. Okay. How are we doing? 2 for 2? 2 points out of 2 points. That would be 100%. It's okay if we're not. It's okay. We're learning. Triangle. Triangle's your next pose. Think about it. We're not showing you yet. What position do we need to put our body in to move into triangle? How can we even start this? Can't do it seated. This is a standing pose. There's your first clue. Next clue is we're going to widen the legs. Are you there yet? Maggie's showing you triangle. Keep the legs straight. Keep this arm up to the ceiling. And then switch your feet and do triangle the other side. Good job. While we're here, stay standing. Mountain pose. We'll do a couple more standing poses. Warrior 3.
No.
Warrior. So you already have a hint. This is a standing pose. Are you doing it? Warrior 3. Try it just once on one leg. Try it once on the other leg. And done with
I
that.
can do it
Good.
without my arms out.
So another way you can do Warrior 3 is with your arms down. If that is the part that doesn't work for you, you can do it reaching back. You can. Let's go ahead and try it. You can do Warrior 3 with your arms down. Play with that for a minute. One leg and then the other. And
I see that's easier.
Maggie likes that one better, so that's totally fine.
Try this.
It is, I think it is harder with the arms forward. All right, from here, I want you to move into wide-legged forward bend, forward fold, either way. They're both the same thing. Wide-legged forward fold. Okay, well this tells us exactly wide-legged. Don't do the splits. I want you to have traction here where you're at. And then go ahead and fold forward, bend forward. Hands to the floor. Head is hanging. And then roll up. Are we doing well? Okay, how about one more? Let's do one more swaying palm tree. That'd be good for today. Okay, do you know what it is? Swaying palm tree?
Sitting swing?
Ah, okay. Maggie suggests we do it slightly differently. We did this standing, but you can do it seated. Sure. Because really, you can tilt your upper body. So that's kind of fun to play with some poses that can be done in different ways, seated or standing. swaying slowly in the breeze. Okay, arms down.
It's breezy out.
It is breezy out. All right, so we're going to end with a couple twists. One that we already know how to do is owl. So let's think about that one first. Take your right hand, put it on your left knee, and go ahead and twist so that you're looking over your shoulder, your back shoulder. Stay up tall. Don't lean over. Keep your head up high. And then slowly move so that your left hand is on your right knee and you're looking over that shoulder. Okay, because we already know this. We're just reviewing owl. And we're going to do it slightly differently. Okay, so I want you to take your right leg, and cross it over the other. Okay, so I'm like this. Take it over here. Can you do this one, Chase? Stay tall, but it's going to be the same idea. It's a twist. I'm going to go ahead and twist this way first. Take it. This is your left hand. So we're twisting, right? Chase, move. Can you put your fingertip of your pointer and your thumb together, like this, and then look over your back shoulder? So this we're just calling a spinal twist. No fancy name right now, just spinal twist. So spine is your backbone. All right, so we have to do it on the other side. So untwist. So now we want to lay this leg down, and we want to take your left leg and cross it over. Chase, they cannot see me at all.
Chase, over here or
Okay.
okay.
Now you're gonna have to demonstrate this one. Okay, now you can see me, right? All right. So this leg I crossed over, my foot's flat to the floor, and now I take. This will be your right arm. Doesn't usually bother us, does it? He usually leaves us alone. And put your pointer and thumb together, and look over your back shoulder. And this is our spinal twist. If you don't like the legs, you can go back to doing owl. Just that's really the only difference. Now we're going to do a legging twist. On our backs.
Oh, yeah.
On our backs. Which way we go? This way? Okay. Okay, this way. Okay. Take your right leg, and you're gonna lay it over across your body, but make sure the same arm, your right arm, is over out to the side, and that keeps your shoulder down on the floor. And that's our leg twist. Okay, we want to try the other way to finish class. Take your other leg, it's bent, and take it across your body. And this is twisting up. And you should feel it in your lower back more than anything. Our other seated twist, you might feel that more in your upper back.
Leg.
Yeah, stretching your leg as well. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I want you to hug your knees to your chest, rock side to side a little bit. As a celebration, you made it through our yoga class and learned a lot and did great. And rock yourself up, and you're done. Very good. Macy says, good job.